Hey everyone, it's Brandy, and today I'm going to be doing another book outlet unboxing. As I said in my last unboxing, it was a few books that I saw on Book Outlet that I really wanted to get before they were gone. So I went ahead and ordered those, but I kind of went a little crazy. This came earlier than I thought it would. This is a box of books that I got this time around. Like I said, I went a little crazy. Yeah, I did already open the box because I was a little worried that I wasn't going to get all of them, because some of the books I got, it was only like one copy left and I ordered it. So I just wanted to make sure, and I'm pretty sure that I got everything, but I don't remember everything I got. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started because I'm really excited. The last time I took all the paper out. So one of the first books on the top is Forgive Me, Leonard Peacock by Matthew Quick. And it says this is the author of the Silver Linings Playbook. I didn't read that, or I didn't see the movie, so I don't have any opinions about that. So one day when I was browsing, I saw this and I read the summary, and it was about a boy who decides to kill his ex-best friend, I think on his birthday or something like that, and it really intrigued me, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up. The next book I have on top here, this is one of the books that I saw like right before I checked out. This is Luck's Consequences by Jennifer L. Armentrout. And my last book outlet unboxing, I got the first two, and I had been looking for this, and I randomly found this. Like, I was just about to order my stuff and I went through one last glance and I saw this. So I have completed my collection. Now I have all three, and it's a scratch and dent versions. It's like a little thing right here, but that's okay. It's like really unnoticeable. So I'm glad I got this, and I got it for like I think $2, because of like $1.89 or something like that, because it was a scratch and dent. So I'm glad to finally complete this collection, because this is one of my favorite series of last year. Another book I got, or the next book, whatever. Next book I have here is Bruiser by Neal Shusterman. I read Unwind by him and I really enjoyed it, but I saw this on there and this was pretty cheap. I really liked the first book I ever read by Neal Shusterman, so I decided to check out some of his other work. Next book I have here is Cracked by K.M. Walton, and I've heard quite a few people talking about this recently, or at least the videos I've been watching recently. I've seen this mentioned quite a few times. And this is about two boys, Victor and Bull. One of them is bullied and the other one is the guy who bullies him. And they wake up, or they're roommates in the same psych ward. And it has to deal with bullying, of course, and abuse and mental illness, I believe. So I decided to go ahead and check this out. The next book I picked up is Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones, I believe. And this is a scratch and dent copy too. It's like a little crease in the corner, but besides that, it's like basically brand new. But I saw the movie and I didn't realize it was a book series until recently, and I've always wanted to know what happens past the end of the movie. So I decided to go ahead and pick this up, and if I like it, I will continue on. I think it's a trilogy, so I will try to find the rest of the books and pick those up and read them. But I really like the movie, so hopefully I love this book. The next book I have here is Defiance by C.J. Redwine. I haven't really heard too many people talk about this, and I'm not exactly sure what it's about, but I have been seeing it on Goodreads a lot. I think they were recommending it to me based on some of the books I either already read or some of the books I rated. I'm not completely sure how Goodreads recommendations works, but I've been seeing this and I was interested. I might have read the synopsis before I picked it up. I'm not really sure if I did. I don't remember. But I did pick this up and hopefully I like it. We'll see whenever I get to it. Next book here is Guardian of the Dead by Karen Healy. And this is another one of those books I was like, when I was randomly browsing through Book Outlet, I saw this. I was really intrigued by the cover, so that's why I decided to read the synopsis, and it really sounded interesting. So the next book I have here is Salt and Storm by Kendall Cooper, and this is a scratch and dent copy. That it is cut in the back here. I don't know if you can see that. It's cut, but at least I got the dust jacket. I'd rather have it cut than no dust jacket at all, because I did see some people who got a scratch and dent copy and didn't receive a dust jacket. So this book was about a witch who wanted to take her birthright, but her mother didn't want her to, so she decided to go, like, send her off somewhere. And the girl is like, she has visions and stuff, and she sees that either, I think she sees someone trying to kill her, or she sees herself get killed or something like that, and she has to rely on a boy to help save her life. I'm not sure. It's something like that, but I saw it and I was intrigued, so I decided to pick it up. And for hardcover for $1.89, I figured, why not? The next book I have here, which is one of the books that I think one of the books that I was really making this purchase for, is The Infinite Sea by Rick Yancey. And this is the second book in the Fifth Wave series. I haven't read the Fifth Wave yet. I picked this up and I believe it was $6.49. This is one of the more expensive books I got. Yeah, I got more paper in there. Wow, I got a lot of books. I didn't realize I got this many. The next book I got is Breathe by Sarah Crossan, and this was another scratch dent, but luckily it was only like folded, like it looks like it got folded up in the corner. And this book is about a world that has no oxygen, and but this book sounded really intriguing, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up, and it was pretty cheap, so I said, why not? Why not? I need new books, so. The next book I have here is Vampires of Manhattan by Melissa De La Cruz. And I believe this is like a spin-off series of the Blue Bloods series by Melissa De La Cruz. The next book I have here is The Awakening by Kelly Armstrong. This is another book that was recommended to me a lot on Goodreads. I don't really remember what this is about because it's been so long since I read the synopsis. The next book I have here is Out of the Easy by Ruta Sepetys. And it's this one. This is the same author as Between Shades of Grey. It takes place in the French Quarter of New Orleans. So this, when I read the synopsis of this, I thought it sounded really intriguing, so I decided to go ahead and pick this up, and it is a hardcover. It's another book I'm looking forward to reading whenever I get to it, because I've heard so many good things about this author. The next book I have here is Every Day by David Leviathan. I have been really interested in this book for a long time now. I guess since it came out, since I first heard what it was about. I've heard a lot of good things about this, but I've never got around to picking it up. The next book I have here is Tiger Lily by Jodi Lane Anderson. And this follows Tiger Lily from Peter Pan. I haven't read Peter Pan, but I've seen several different movie adaptations, and surprisingly I haven't seen the cartoon one, or if I have, I don't remember anything about it, so might have to watch that eventually. But my favorite movie adaptation is the one with Jeremy Sumpter, I think that's his name. Tiger Lily actually really intrigued me in that movie, and I would like to have seen more of her story. And then I saw someone talking about this, and I was like, oh, it's a book on Tiger Lily. So I was like, I need to check that out, and I finally have it, and I'm glad it was on Book Outlet because I got it for cheap and I get to read it, so I'm excited about that. The next book I have is Every You, Every Me by David Leviathan, and photographs by Jonathan Farmer. I didn't realize there were photographs in here. That's interesting. Okay. This is what it looks like. I forgot that I picked up another book by David Leviathan. I don't remember what this was about, but when I read the synopsis, it sounded intriguing, so I decided to go ahead and get it. Next book I have here is Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. And I've heard so many good things about this series, and I've been wanting to check it out for a while, but I've never actually gone and picked it up. I'm kind of sad that they didn't have the hard cover there, because they had this in the second book in the series in paperback, and then they had the third book in hardcover. And I was like, oh, that kind of sucks. But, you know, I'm going to read it, and if I really like it, then I'll probably end up like trying to sell this one or trade it or something, and then go buy the hardcover. The next book I have here is When We Wake by Karen Healy, and this cover intrigued me to go find out what this book was about when I was browsing a book outlet, and it follows the 16-year-old girl. She dies and wakes up and finds out that she was cryogenically frozen. Thought this sounded interesting, and I wanted to pick it up. And this is actually by the same author who wrote Guardian of the Dead, which I actually just showed you not too long ago. Sorry if the camera angles off. My memory card was full and I had to switch cards. The next two books I picked up are part of a series, Shatter Me and Unravel Me by Tahereh Mafi. I've heard good and bad things about the series. Some people really like it, some people really don't like it. Some say it's a guilty pleasure. I wanted to form my own opinion, and I have really been wanting to read these for a while, and these covers are stunning. So the last two books I got are both hardcovers. The next book I have here is Burial Rites by Hannah Kent, and I've heard so many good things about this book. I believe this is an adult novel, and I did want to get out of my comfort zone. I don't only want to read young adult books. I would like to broaden that and read all different type of genres, and yeah, so I decided to pick this up, and I hope I like it. And this cover is amazing. It's beautiful. I love it. The last book I got, which is the second book besides The Infinite Sea that I really made this purchase for, is Heir of Fire by Sarah J Maas, and this is the third book in the Throne of Glass series, if you don't already know, which I'm pretty sure you do. I was one of those people who I thought the first book was just okay. It was alright. It wasn't amazing or anything. It was $4.99, and I don't know like the retail value that this usually is, but that was a freaking deal. $4.99 for this book, and it's huge. So I've heard that the series gets better as with each book. So I thought it was alright, so I'm going to continue on with the series. I did not plan on getting this many books, but it kind of just happened. That's all the books I got in this book outlet order. If you read any of these books, let me know what you thought of them, and maybe which book you think I should pick up first. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.